Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good evening to you all. Good evening to everyone. Happy weekend to everyone. Happy weekend. Thank you all for watching my video, for liking, for sharing. May God Almighty richly bless you all in Jesus' name. It's another day again. I hope you guys have a good day today. Lovely day to everyone today. So for me, it is my off day, my resting day. But I was doing some things and then also use it as my resting day. So today I come with lovely topic, lovely advice for every one of us. Mm, Hope you all are good. Mm. So the advice I have for everyone today is very, very important. Very important. So like and follow this page, like and share my page, share my video, share it out. It's good advice, lovely topic, good thing we do here just to help ourselves, to get some rightful information if we don't know, so we can also know about it. So in case we want to do it, so we can also know how to go about it. So that's why I'm here today. God bless you all in Jesus' name as you listen to me. So share out this video. Anytime you come across it, it might benefit one or two person out there, it might help one or two person out there. So everybody don't know it all. We learn from one another. We learn from each other every day. So people that gain something are people that are ready to listen, people that are ready to learn one or two things. So one person cannot know it all. So my topic today is how to buy a house in Spain. The other time I make a video about how to buy house in UK, the process of UK, the situation of buying a house in UK, you know, there are different process. It's different country with different things. Everything not the same. All country are not the same. When you are doing anything, it's not the same. So in the one of UK, I already explained it in one of my video, the process they go through, the way they sell their things here, even rent, everything, the way they do it is different from another country also too. And I promise I'm going to make video about how to buy house in Spain also. So so on and so forth, continue to teach ourselves, continue to give awareness about all these things so that people that are coming up will not make mistake. People that are having that plan to do it, we also have idea about it. We know how to start planning towards it. So it's important for everybody. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about how to buy house in Spain. So first thing in Spain, before in any country that you are, before you talk about anything that you want to do there, first thing you have to do when you enter a country is to first of all, like, you have to have where you are staying, then start from there to start your life. First thing, your accommodation, where you want to stay, and after that, even if you're staying with somebody, it can't be forever, it has to be for a while. Then you stay with the person and start to plan your life, build your life from there. Then after that, you have to complete the law of that country. Maybe as you come, you are not invited with visa. That as you come to the country, maybe resident visa, they will give you your resident permit. So if it's not that process, you come to the country. So as you arrive to that country that you are, you have to follow the procedure to acquire your resident permit. So first thing is place to stay. After that, you follow the rule and regulation, you acquire your resident permit. Your resident permit have to be a resident working permit. If you know you want to acquire property in that country where you are living, you have to have a working permit. Resident working permit, because ordinary resident cannot be able that is, you cannot be able to acquire anything with it, because ordinary resident, if it's just a resident to reside in that country, that you are legal there, so you can't prove it to use it to buy anything, because you don't have working permit. So it doesn't show how you can be making money with it, to work with it, if you don't have that working permit. So if you want to buy a house in Spain, you must have a working permit. That is number one. After acquiring your working permit, the next thing is you have to look for a job. You have to look for a job. And the other important thing here is that you have to also learn the language. At least you have to go to language school to still know how to express yourself, even how to read also. So when you already know how to read English, you can manage, you can be to that is to learn fast if you already know how to read and write. So when you want to learn Spanish now or understand the language, because you understand English, how to write and how to speak, you can also learn a little, it can help you, it can also help you. So you have to learn the language also, even if you are not fluent in the language, but you have to also know how to express yourself, know how to read and understand also, and listen to news, all those kind of stuff. So you have to help yourself out like that. If you know you are migrating, you want to acquire property in that, you have to still learn at least know language now, you want to buy something in the country, you don't even know how to speak language. Language is also important. You have their resident permit, you have to learn the language also, even if not fluent like secondary school people, university people, but you can still speak the broken of it. So after that, you after getting your job, because your job you use your language to work with them, the simple one you will also use it to work with them, like all those Congo, all those kind of simple one you will use to work with them too. Then after work, you have to, then when you get your work, there are different type of work. If you are buying a house or property, you must have work. And this work is not just work. You must have this work that is contract work, not temporary work. Temporary work that can finish at any time, not temporary contract. Contract, that the work that have contract, you know that contract may say 1 year, it may say more than 1 year, that is may say continuously, contract that is to show you have a secure job. When you have that one, then you have to continue doing your job. And also how much you earn, contract, they have different type of contract, and the income that come out of it. Okay, how much you earn also important, how much you earn in that job. So that one is the next one. Okay, then after that, you know how much you earn, you know the type of contract you have, you know that you can be able to, that money will be enough for you to sustain yourself, and you can save out of it. If you are paying a mortgage, you can be able to pay out of it, and you know yourself how much you can afford. You already know all those things within you because of your contract and because of the salary you are receiving. You will know if it's something you can afford. If you are going to borrow some money like this, all those things, you work it out. Then after that, you know everything. So you save some money, because as you do your work every month, you know how much you receive every month. If you receive 1,200 euro, so you know your expenses out of that 1,200 euro. So you know how much you can be able to save. If you live in a flat, thank you for joining. If you live in a flat with your family, you know how much is rent of that flat. With this your salary of 1,200, you can pay the rent of the flat, you can eat, you can fuel your car, do the maintenance of car, and still have some left. So you can see now that paying that rent that you are living, so if you also buy a house, you can be using that same money of rent to pay your mortgage. So when you are able to do that without maybe putting somebody in your flat to help you be solving out the rentage, you can be able to afford the one you will buy. So that's another one. Any little money that is left that you are saving, continue to be saving it. Okay. If you also live in one room, you know your rent of a room and you are receiving this amount also. So you are saving a lot and you know that you can even be able to pay more than that money you are paying in one room. If, for example, you have a place that you want to buy that cost you more than the money you are paying in the one room that you're already living. So you know you are able to do it like that. So then you have to do your calculation because this is the salary you are receiving. And if you buy your own house, this same salary is what you are going to be receiving. You have to know all the expenses that concern the house. So you have to know all the expenses that concern the house as a buyer when you already purchase a house. It's not like you rent, you just pay your landlord, that's the end. No, you have to ask information about what are the other payments, what are the other things that you pay like bill. Then you cannot know because you know your salary already is one to everything that you are receiving. If you are the one working alone, you can still afford it. But if you are now two people, it's now more opportunity for you people. I'm talking of Spain. So then save some money. After that, know what you want. Know what you want. Knowing what you want is when you know the thing you want, the plan you have for yourself, the plan you have for yourself in that country where you live. You already know what you want. So you will now do what? Plan. Okay? You will now do what? Plan towards it because you know what you want. You know what you want in your life. You know what you want in that country where you are. So the next thing is for you to plan towards it. So that your salary that you are making, you have to plan towards it. You have to make calculation, budget, how you spend, how you save, something that you're going to do. Now you have to know that where you live there, that is the place you have to plan properly first, because you know what you want. You want to purchase a house there, you want to have your property there, you want to arrange your life there first. So you already know like that. So if it's the other opposite way that what you want is in Africa, you want to make a plan in Africa, you want to arrange everything in Africa. So you see that your plan will also go to Africa because you know what you want. What you want is to build house in Africa, to do a hotel, to do different thing, anything you want, that is what you want. So all your plan will also go to Africa. So when you know your plan, you know what you want is, I want to plan my life. I want to have this one here where I'm living. Already I have their resident permit, working permit, have contract. This is what you want now. You already know that you plan toward it in that place where you live. So you make a budget of what you want. Budget, you have to have budget, the price. Okay, you have to know the price of what you want. You know your salary is already 1 2 so you know how much you are paying in the rent where you live. So that is among the expenses you are spending. So you use that salary you are paying, assuming you bought the house, that same salary you are paying, rentage you are paying for the landlord, you can still be paying that. So use that one to make the budget, how much you can be able to like a house that you can be able to buy, because you already know the amount you are spending, both your rent, thank you for joining, both your rent and your expenses of car and other things. So you already know everything. So you have to make budget of price of the property that you want in that country with this your salary that you are receiving 1,002. You have to make plan like that, a budget like that. So that budget will be now, okay, I'm receiving this amount now. I pay for car, my car insurance, my the other one road tax, ITV, all those everything that you pay. So my feeding money, you are doing it already because you're paying rent. So just make that budget like that. If I can go for a house of 100,000, maybe I can be paying, if they say I should be paying 500, that's 500 is what I'm also paying for my rent. So since I've been paying it before, I can afford it with this my salary. So you already know, you are making budget, you are just guessing like this amount. So you know what you can afford. If it's 100,000, and you know with your own salary that you are receiving, if they give you 500 to be paying, that is your renting that also you can afford it, then you go for 100. You have to know what you can afford, what you can afford. That before somebody go to the market to buy anything, you go for what you can afford. So code according to your size. The price you can afford, that's what you go for. Don't do things because of people, to impress people. What you know you can't afford it because you want to impress people, because you want people to praise you, you have to go for the higher one. At the end of the day, they will not help you to pay it. When you are not able to afford the price, the monthly rate they give you, so you fall into debt, the bank will have to come for you and take away the house. All that you have paid before will be lost. So don't do things because of people. What you can afford, you go for that. That is number one. We should not look people to do anything. What we can afford, what will please us. It's you that are going to live in the house. People that will come and say, hey, this house is very big. Oh, hey, see compound. Hey, see building. Hey, see the other one. Only that one they will say. Contribution to pay all those bills that will concern them, they will not help you for anyone. So you have to be struggling. When you know your pocket, you want put your hand where you cannot afford. You'll be struggling. At the end of the day, you can't be able to pay this bill, you can't be able to pay the other one. The bill will be accumulating, you can't cope again. So you lose, even if you have your steady work of 1, 2 that you are receiving, you'll be struggling. No, you go for what you want, what you can afford. Okay? Then after that, you go ask question. You are not still look for the hassle. You are just I sorry, you are just budgeting, you are just suggesting, you are just doing all this assumption calculation by yourself. Mass or minor we call it in Spanish. You are just doing it by yourself, just saying, if I do it, if I carry like this price, I can pay because I'm paying. If they say I should pay 500, if they say I should pay 480, since I'm paying 550, I can afford all this kind of thing, and all those kind of thing, and if I want to pay, I don't like, maybe I need to pay it like 20 years. You just be what you can be happy with, not something that you will be living there, you'll be complaining, you are not happy again, you are stressed. So what you can be able to be happy with, you have to think all those things together. I need you to pay for 20 years, so that 20 years at least it's not still too long. I can't pay 30 years, 30 years is too much, or I need it 15 years. This month now, if I say 15 years now, okay, just be doing all those kind of things, then you have it in your head. Then after that, go to the bank. You have not still look for the hassle. Go to the bank. All these are just things that you just do by yourself before you go to, because you already know what you want. So you have to get all this idea. Then you ask question from the bank. You will now go and ask question from the bank. Go to your bank that you are banking with. Your bank, that want to acquire the house for you must be the bank that your pay slip is coming from. Then that bank is where your pay slip is coming through. When they pay you your salary, that is the place the money go in. So they already know you are working, your pay slip is coming there. Okay, so they know everything, how you are spending the money, they know how your money enter, if you are saving or you are just, as the money come, you collect everything. As the money come, you collect everything, nothing is even remaining. They are watching all those things in the bank too. So then we go to the bank, go and ask them, negotiate and ask question, that if I wanted to buy a house, but you have not even searched at all, just go and get information. Information is very important, because if you don't get information, you'll be scared of things that you are looking. You see, look at it like it's difficult, maybe you can't do it because you don't have information, you don't have idea, but you just be looking at it like it's so big, maybe I can't do it. It may be something that you can do, but because nobody put you through, you don't have idea, you don't ask question, you just be looking at it like mansion or like mountain that you cannot climb. So ask question from the bank, like if you want to buy a house, you have contract, you have this one, your salary is, can they buy for you? Like you ask that question. They will say, yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. How long have you worked there? You can say 1 year, 2 years, okay. What's your salary? You can say, yeah, this is my salary, even passing through this bank, okay. Now, what kind of price that you want, like all those kind of thing? You say, I don't know how much. Like, for example, if I say I want to buy the one of 100,000, how much can I pay? How many years can I just want to know, because I want to buy a house. That's why I just want to know all this information first. They say, okay, if you buy 100,000, maybe how old are you? They will check everything for you. How old are you? So now, how much are you paying where you are living? Like that, okay. Now we see maybe okay 100,000. Maybe we cannot give you 100,000. Maybe 80,000. Maybe 90,000. Just information. Then you now know. You say okay. Like how many years, they might just give you some more or less idea. Then after that, maybe also ask them about how much will I save. Is it that I must have so amount before you can help me? Bank can purchase it for me, or it doesn't matter if I don't have any deposit to drop. How all those kind of things. I just want to know, because I have this idea of buying. They will say, oh no, it doesn't matter if you have a deposit. If you still have deposit, also good. If you don't have, fine, we can still do it. You just still get that information, then you know, okay, that's it. So you will now know that okay, they can afford the one of 100,000 for you, or 80,000 for you, all those kind of things. You will now go to the agency. You go and get another information from agency to know the price and really see the kind of price they have, the kind of house they have, how you look for that kind of amount that you know in your mind you can afford. Before anyone go to the market, you already know what you can buy. The money that you have in your pocket, you are going to the market, you know how much you have. So when you enter to the market, you are looking for what you can afford, because you know how much is in your pocket. So now you know how much you can afford, because you already know that one before you have the idea of how much to buy. You know it's you that is paying it back. Nobody is helping you to pay it back. So so before you carry any mortgage, any credit, you are paying it back. So you have to think about that. Then you go to agency. Let me just see. It doesn't matter if you go that day, they will not hold you. Come and buy because we are showing you. You must come and buy. No, it's not by force. Just information you want to get there so that you can go and work towards it. You go to the agency. Thank you for joining. You go to the agency and explain to them you need like this house, like this 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom, with lift or without lift, ground floor or last floor, or a whole full house. You just ask whatever they ask, any area or some area that's your choice. You just say they search it for you in the computer and show you the price. You can see high one, you can see not too much high. Then you know your mind. You can say this, like this kind one, is it okay? No, you know your mind. Then after that, you know that okay, maybe it's something I can do, because you already know what you want. So you follow the process. You follow the process step by step, step by step. That is for Spain. So they don't stress you to say there are many people on the queue, there are many people in the left, there are many people in the right. They will not stress you. They just show you, they say, okay, are you ready or you're not ready? If you are not ready at that time, it's no problem. You go home. You can come back in 6 months' time, you now know all the information about what you want. So you can be preparing yourself. It can be 6 months' time, it can be 1 year. If you have been planning it before, you have been preparing, saving a little bit for it, then you now go and ask all this information. You can just go in 1 month or next week and say, now, okay, I already have small that I saved. So now search this one for me. Let me search again. Anyone that let me see now. You see, they will now do it for you. You just say, I like this. Okay, do you like this? Okay, no problem. Now so we show you the place and you say you like it, yeah, you want to take it, say yeah, you go straight to your bank because you already asked those information before. You go to your bank, you can tell your bank, I have so place like this, I love it, it's good, this is the price. The bank will know, already you already asked before. You will say, okay, we will see if we can be able to purchase that house. If that house not worth the price, we can't pay for it. because they can't pay for what they don't value, the price. So the bank will now say, you love it? You say, yes, okay. Now they will go on to the next stage. They follow it up and go and check, do the task of a thing that is evaluation of the house to see if that house really worth. Before they pay for the house must worth more than the price. If they want to pay the full money for you, the price of that house, when they evaluate it, it must worth than what they are selling in. So when the price is 100,000, if the bank value the house, value the worth of that house, and maybe it's now 110, they pay the 100,000 for you. You are paying back over here. So if the value it is like 90, they will tell you that house does not worth the price. You see, very simple. No stressing anybody, no giving you bill that you don't want, you don't expect to pay just because you want something. No, they will not. It's not like that. If you want it, they pay for it. If you don't want it, they know it's not worth it. So that's it. Not people will be dragging it for you that this one needed, the left one needed, the person in the back needed, the one in the front needed, one person, 10 or more than 20 people in search of one house need one house. So that would be stressful, would be difficult like that. In the one of Spain, it's not like that. So they will work it out for you and start the processing of the buying. Bring your document, they follow it up, take it to the notarial, the court, they do all the process for you. All the price that you have to pay, you pay for the notarial people, that is the lawyer, you pay for them. After buying also, you now pay for also, you pay also the money for registering. So then you now pay your what again? You pay for the tax, tax. You have to pay tax for that the house too. Then that's it. Very, very easy. If you live in Spain, it's very easy. That's why I said when you are in a country, know why you are in that country. Know what brought you from your own Africa or wherever you are living to the country you are. Know the right thing to do. So do the right thing at the right time, not to go and make mistake and be saying I die no. Okay, so those of us that have the idea of you want to purchase a house property or wherever you live, this is the process. In Africa, in Spain, the process is what I'm just explaining. It's very easy. Like the one of UK, it's not like that. It's not the same. It's not the same. UK is like dragging property. You want to buy, me, I want to buy, the other one not to buy, the other one want to buy. Everybody fighting for only one house, like more than 20 people want to purchase one house. Good evening. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Thank you for joining. God bless you. You know, people like more than 20 people want to purchase one house. You see, it's like what a kiss way. Is it not kiss way they call it? So the person, like, if you don't buy 20 euro, there's another person want to buy 30 euro. There's another person want to buy 35 euro. There's another person want to buy 40 euro. Something that they put 20 euro, the people want to pay 35 euro, 40 euro, 45 euro. For what? For what? You see the difference? So in the one on Spain, when they put the price is 20 euro, you can say I want to pay 18 euro. You can say I want to pay, if it's a house of 100,000, you can say I want to pay 95,000. You don't have to add. You don't have to add money. You can say 100,000 you people put online. I will want to pay 90,000. The agency will say, okay, fine. Let me speak to the landlord. Let me speak to the seller of the house, because you are talking to agency. They will speak to the seller that there is a buyer who interested in the house, love the house, but he's saying that 90,000 and the owner put 100,000. The owner might think and say, okay, oh, okay, I can't sell 90,000. Okay, I will give it out for 95. That is reasonable, Not when you want to buy something of 100,000, that is what you can afford. Then somebody will be telling you, you have to put an offer. You have to pay 120. You have to pay 100. That is on your own choice. But the price is 100,000. Why will you go and add 30,000 by yourself because you want to get the house? That is the system of UK. The system here, that's how they sell their things. Price they put on the list is different from what they will now sell at the end of the day. Have you ever seen such thing in this country? That's how they do it. So it's surprise to me. I said, this is difficult. I can't go and purchase what I cannot afford. Okay. So that's the system. In Spain, very simple. I think Italy might be the same. So I spoke about this one of UK, and that's why I said I'm going to talk about the one of Spain. Let me try to read this message here. But if you are in UK, can you able to buy a house in Spain when your documents are sorry, I'm reading like this because I did not bring my eyeglass now. When your documents are not working over there. Oh, that question. When you are in UK and your document is not working over there, you ask the bank. The bank you want to follow to buy the house. First ask the bank. If you are working where you live here in UK, you are working here, you have your working contract also, and you might have some money. So I don't think maybe they can borrow you all the money, because you don't have a working that is pay slip there. You don't have pay slip, you don't have a working contract there, but you are working where you live and you can prove it also. Maybe they might not finance everything for you. They might not finance it. So maybe if you pay some deposit, maybe they can finance it for you maybe with your proof that you have here, you know with your proof that you have here. Maybe if you pay some amount down, maybe with your proof you have, if you have a Spanish whatever Spanish paper. I just suggest it. Maybe if you have Spanish working resident or passport, if you have Spanish passport or resident and you are working here in UK, so you don't have any income that you are receiving there, like you are not working there, you are not there, so I think you have to have some money. When you have some money, maybe they might finance the rest with your proof of where you are working. You have their own resident or their own passport, maybe with your proof. Okay, yes, with Spanish passport, I mean, okay, yes, you are their citizen, I think. You are their citizen. You just ask question. You have enough proof where you are working here in UK. They may ask you your contract. They may ask you maybe letter from your working place, like a confirmation letter you are working. They may ask you, they don't harm in trying. Just ask question in the bank, just because it's let me say a Spanish bank that want to finance it. A Spanish bank that want to finance it. You just ask question. Save money also, save money. Maybe when you want to ask that information now about it, you are working here, but you can't say you are working here, you don't even have savings. You are working here, you have this savings, and you want to purchase property there, back home is your home, it's your home. They give you their passport. So this is what you have, and this balance, I can't, if I purchase so amount like that, I can't finance the rest. If they can finance it, but you are their citizen, they will know what to tell you. Maybe, okay, prove it, your income, where you are working, your address. We need letter from your working place like this. Maybe if you bring all these things with this deposit that you have, we might finance the rest. Maybe it depends on the amount too that you want to buy. Depends on the amount. Maybe let's talk about, say we have something 100,000 that you want to buy here. You are talking 100,000. Maybe you say you have 30,000, for example. You will see what they will say. You just ask questions, then you now know what they say and work towards it. You are their citizen, because their citizen They are real, we are real citizens. Let me not say they are real citizens. They already accept us and give us their passport. So we are real citizens. Even if we are black, we are all passport, Spanish resident, Spanish people. Now we be now. So since you are their pikin now, okay, with their document. So ask that information because there are people also work here as we. They work here when they make money, they go back to their home, they go and buy their house there. They go back there, they go and buy. So they if they do it, they will do the same. They will do the same. It's just to ask all these things. When we know, you just do it. Even ask your bank here, your bank that you are banking with, but ask them also here. You want to buy property in your own country. That is your Spanish, it's your country now. Spanish, the resident where you are nationalized. Say you want to buy property there. Let's see what they will say. You know, they work in hand to hand. They just move the money. You want to buy anything, just see what they will say also. And ask bank in Spain, you know. I think you have to have bank account too. You have to have account like the account. You don't have account at all. So before you buying anything, you must have account. You must have account because that money you cannot pay it in your hand. You cannot pay it. You must have your own cuenta, your own account. Okay, because when you want to buy anything that you want to buy, it's just a check. It's just a check that you will pay through. You will pay check. If the money the bank is paying it for you, at least you must have this thing now, bank now. You know, they are going to be taking money from your bank. If we are here in UK, so you'll be sending money to your bank in Spain. That is where the bank will be taking their money, you know. So all those kind of information, you ask them, let them just tell you, say, but you have to have idea of how much you can afford. Then, like how much can you save out of that amount you can afford? Okay. So when you know that one, then ask question about the balance. You are not talking about the balance because you don't have the cash and the area that you want. Use idea to know how is the price over that area, that city, you know what you can afford. And there's other thing that I want to say here, not only the price of the selling you have to pay. If a house is 100,000, the money that you will pay, that is extra, that is apart from that 100,000, that money go for notarial, the one that we go for is two type that we go for government. Okay, two type we go for government. One is like 18%, 18%, 80%, you can check it, go 80% of that 100,000, it may go to government, and another one that is small may go to maybe roughly everything that you will pay, maybe for if a house of 100,000, and the agency that will sell it for you, we also take 3,000 euro. That is their own money for looking for the house for you. You go to their office or you call them on telephone, I need this like this also apartment, like this flat, or a casa, that is house, anyone in this area. Calling them online, they will search it for you, they send it for you in your WhatsApp, you can watch it on the video. So their own work is 3,000. That 3,000 euro, then they will add IVA. They call IVA, what they call it here, IVA is what they call it, it is tax, IVA. They will add it. They will add tax to tax. They add tax to that 3,000. So 3,000 plus the tax now, it will now be like 3,600. 3,600 will just go for the agency for finding the house for you. They are going to do the process of everything, the purchase, how you will, all the document of the landlord, to prepare your document, to prepare the day you are going to notario. Is it notario? If it's Spanish I'm speaking, I don't know. Notario, where that is where you will not sign, if it's called, where you sign as the owner of the house. The agency is the one working that one. He'll be the one to collect your document. He'll be the one to collect the landlord who is selling the house document and make all the preparation. So the notarial people, that is the court, abi, that will write those change of ownership. I think maybe you pay like, it's not to 1,000, maybe 500 euro, 500 euro for those one. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. It's just ask questions. They will say it, all this will be easy for you. Nothing like asking question. So notario is like maybe 500 or less than 500. So plus the agency money is the one that will make it too big, because agency will just take 3,000 plus tax, 3,600. Notario may take 400. That's already 4,000. So before the government will now take their own, the tax on top of that, what you buy is two type. So maybe let's say roughly everything, maybe we take 10,000 euro roughly, 10,000 euro roughly everything that you spend extra. Or if more, maybe because the price is 100,000, maybe more, maybe 12,000. That is, you will now know 12,000 plus 100,000. So if you want to buy the something of 100,000, just know that 12,000 is separate. You have to spend that one for another people. Dat one no go to landlord. So inside dis 100 now, how much you can provide inside, you provide how much you can provide. The bank will now finance the rest for you. Okay. The taxation, those valuation people that will evaluate the house, before I think it was 300 euro. Maybe if e increase now, if e maybe pass like that, before it's 300 euro. The taxation, they call it taxation in Spanish. So the tax people, that valuation people, they may take 300, or if it's more than that now, maybe it can be 400. So you just know that all those are another extra expenses. So how much you can save here, you will know. If it's 20,000 you save here, know that you have to also have 12,000 extra for your another expenses. So everything like be like 32,000 that you have. So the bank will know that the bank will finance you for 80,000. So if you cannot afford the one of 100, you go for the one of 80. Find your choice. Is there. It's online. You can check everywhere, or you can be checking in wherever you are now in UK. You Google it there, put Espana, say vende piso in Espana. Check anywhere that you want. You see the price come out. Just be searching by yourself and be working towards it. It's very important, because it's a place that you want to stay. It's a good place, a beautiful place. It's a nice place, a beautiful, that is beautiful weather, environment that you can enjoy yourself. It's so many things. Also your money, then you go and flex and enjoy. That's your second home. Nigeria, first home. UK, your second. No, Nigeria, your first home. Spanish, Spain is your second home. UK, another third home. So you're making money here, then. So depends on everybody's choice. So it's a nice place that is a warm area. So like this, you process everything. They give you your key. You are now your landlord. You're not your landlady. That money you are using to pay your rent before, then you'll be using to pay your mortgage. If the money is big, depends on your year. Yeah, let me talk about the year. Excuse me. No, anything you borrow in the bank, you must pay back before you pension. You must pay back. That's why it's good to have all this idea. Many people coming to Europe now, many coming in their young age, they need to have all this kind of idea, know how to plan where they are living, because they are not going tomorrow, they are not going today. you know this thing very important is where you are staying, so you have to make plan towards it. You're not going tomorrow because you want to live where you're plucking, collecting money and go back to be struggling. No, you are making money here, you're living fine here, so you're not going today, you're not going tomorrow. You still where you will stay long. You just go there, visit, come back, you still come and make money. You go there, you flex in Nigeria, you come back like that. So you spend most time in where you are making the money, you see. So that's why so many of us, we made mistake before. So we are just coming up with all this thing, everyone is talking about it. We think maybe, yeah, talking. Not talking. So at the same time, you are saving the money for yourself. That money you are using to pay that mortgage is now your money. And at the end of the day, the price of the house will be going up. It don't go down. You don't go, the price will not go down. It's going up because things are going higher. So the price will be going up as you are living in the house. Like now, at the end of the day, when you sell it anytime, yes, now you live for the house for free. You get your money back in a double. Interest must follow. Whether you finish to pay, whether you never finish to pay, anytime you want to sell it, interest must follow. You must gain it. So that's why sometimes many people, they have money, they don't know what they want to use it to do. They don't know. Some people will say, go and buy different land in Nigeria, buy different land. It's not by buying land, buy everywhere. If you want to sell, you'll be looking for a buyer, you know. You'll be looking for a buyer at the end of the day. All the land full everywhere. You are not looking for a buyer. You can't even get money from it. If you buy, you don't want to stay on. You rent it out, you'll be getting your money also, you know. You'll be getting your money also. And if you want to sell it, don't take you time. You sell it anywhere you are. If you're in America, you're in Canada, you want to sell your property, you sell it by yourself. It's online, you can do it. When the day of collecting your cash, you go and collect your cash. You sign and collect your cash. That's it. Many people that are living here in UK, many citizens, UK citizens, they have houses in Spain. Many of them are living there. Many of them have houses there for what will I call it? For business. That is, they just buy it there for business. Many have houses there just for vacation because they always travel there. Mostly where they have what they call it, beach, summer. They can enjoy themselves. They have house just for holiday. Many citizens of this country, UK, they have property there because they make the money here. They easy for them to buy, so they buy. That is, they have cash flow. That's why, because they are here now. But the question you asked me is about the citizen of Spain. You are already here and you are working, so your own is different. They might say for you credit, but if you have some deposit also. So I think, but I have not asked that question because we are their citizen. I think because they have to do it for their citizen. They are happy their citizen come back home to buy property. They supposed to do it. So they supposed to do it just for you to prove it that you can pay. I think that is what I believe. So let's ask question, brothers and sisters. So it's a good advice, good encouragement I bring for everyone. I always come online like this so that many of us can use it to learn, can use it to correct our way, so that we can do so many things that is important that will benefit us, all those kind of things. I wish, since we or many of us have spent so many years in Europe, so many have spent 30 years, so many have spent 40 years, so many have spent 20 something years. I wish we get all this kind of advice. So many would have not been working today. So many will not be working today. They will be having different kind of investment in where they live. So they will not be working. So best, you see, we think maybe Nigeria. At the end of the day, Nigeria, things never change. Things are going the way they going, the way the thing go. People won't think of, oh my God, I've make everything there now. This Nigeria is not changing. So all those kind of things. So it's not too late, brothers and sisters. It's not too late. That's why I bring this lovely advice. I already spoke about the one of UK. Their own system here is very different. So their own is very different. Be ready to carry big mortgage here, and you have to work very hard before you work to pay it. And if your age have already go far, so you remember that what I was saying before, that you must pay back before 67 years. So earlier the better for you anywhere you are. So if you really came to Europe, so these are the things that you need to know. These are the things you need to know. These are things that you need to hear. First thing, know why you are in the country. Learn the language, look for your paper, working paper, that is working contract or working resident permit. Look for a job and be doing job, not a liability to the country, because there are benefit that you can get from it. If you are a liability, you depend on Arioba to help you in anything. You can't do all these things because there's no proof. Nobody can give a beggar. Who is living benefits, is a beggar. You are begging to fit to do everything, so they can't give you anything. You can't go to any place that they will regard you or respect you, say, okay, we can give you this money, take. No, nothing to prove for you that you can pay, because they are the one taking care of you. It's good to work. If you're husband and wife and you just work, you see that you have plenty opportunity. You have plenty opportunity. So one way, there is, I don't know how to say, one way we open. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the thumbs up. God bless you. One way is just, what I mean, on Gyodu wa mama. This life, to make money is easy, but you don't see who will show you, tell you this how to make money. You will not see. And you will not see who will help you to make the money. You may have the money, you will not see who will help you to use it to make times, to make double. You will not see. If I wish you see, easy to make money. You may not sit down like this. Somebody will tell you this is what you will do. You see your money. You just sit down like this. Your money will be entering your account like this. You'll be enjoying yourself, spending the money that is coming out of the business. Legit one, genuine one. But who will show you? Nobody. Nobody. You have to work. There are many things you can see money from. Nobody to show you. You know, and nobody to trust. That's the problem. Nobody to trust. You might be here now, you can want to do business in Africa. Who want to trust? Who want to leave the business for? Nobody. You see, nobody to show person road, nobody to show you how to make money in life. So these are the things I'm bringing for people, idea, awareness, all this kind of thing. So if you are young in Europe, you just came newly, you are not going today, you are not going tomorrow. All this rush, gree. We want to rush everything easy. At the end of the day, where you are rushing to, you finish it today, you are not packing from Europe to go and live in that house. So why not make it 50-50? Make some plan here so that making some plan, now I lay a basket of back. Why not make it 50-50? See, we are rushing everything. The same mistake other people make for a long time. New people, newcomer, they are following the same track. They are following the same line, following the same line, following this. Make it 50-50. You're not going to do it tomorrow. So many will just come, they don't want to work, they know, yeah, this place, they helping people, ìlàlùbọ̀ wà rí díàn, ìdíàn wọn wá sí wa, ní ìlàlùbọ̀ ni wọ́n follow up follow ìlàlùbọ̀. I think of another opportunity now, there are many advantage. Now again, our tell me ìlàlùbọ̀ nọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀fọ̀. Build all those kind of thing now. If you work now, you are not only using it for all these things. So you build your pension also. You build your pension. Tomorrow you will enjoy it. So it's what you can afford, you go for. You can't say you're already 60 years, for example, because you want to buy a house. You go and carry house of 100,000. How can you pay it back? How many years you have to pay back? You have to pay it back in 7 years. That is the truth of the matter. You have to pay it back in 7 years. That's why we never work. Earlier the better. Those young common, if you are still young in your age, you are still 20 something, 30 something, all this kind of thing, have it in mind. Have it in mind and plans to what it is. Earlier the better you take it, you can have longer year to pay back, maybe 30 years, because you are 30 years, you buy a mortgage. So you can have 30 years to pay back. By the time you make mistake, you are packing all your egg in one basket to Africa, igbi to Africa. At the time you now realize, okay, now let me see, I want to check here now. Let me see, I think I want to have here. You are already 50 something. So how many years remain for you to pay the bill? You have to pay it before 67 years. 67 years the highest. That is what they calculate for you. Even in Spain, that is how everything is, because they know when you pension, you don't need to work again because you are not pensioner. You will be enjoying your pension money. So how can you be paying mortgage when you are already eating your pension? Your pension money is not meant to be paying mortgage. If you are paying mortgage, you don't have money to live again. So they don't calculate like that. They are very wise. They know you have to use your pension money to be enjoying yourself, to travel, to buy things for nieta, for grandchildren, grandson. That's it. So that's why I say earlier the better. We should be thinking all these important things. Get the rightful information. Anything you just have idea, good thought that you have in mind that you're planning to do, go and ask question about it. Go and ask question, or just ask Google question. You can read about it. Ask question. It doesn't mean you want to do it now or not, but you already know, I want this thing. I want to do it. Be getting information about it so you can be preparing yourself, all those, you know how to be spending, all those kind of things, so like that. If you are already 50, remember you are paying back any mortgage 17 years. If you are 40, you still have 27 years to pay, you see. If you are 25, you see. So all this kind of thing. So that is my advice, my brothers and sisters. Nothing like asking question. Nothing like asking question. I think these are most of the things that we need to know. So all Europe, anywhere is Europe. Anywhere that you want to afford, the one you can afford, is like anywhere is beautiful. Anywhere is beautiful. Car go everywhere. Bus go to everywhere. Train go to everywhere. If you drive, you already have your license. You drive yourself out. So it doesn't matter where, everywhere is beautiful. Not like maybe back home, when if you have us in Ugbogioppo or Enenemi, no road to pass to get to that place. In Europe, there is road everywhere to get to your own doorstep. There is light everywhere. Is beautiful. It's even quiet anywhere, whether it's village whether it's city depends on what you can afford. If you cannot afford to be in the city center, God bless you, sister, thank you for joining. If you cannot afford to be in the city center or in the city where people can know the name, maybe before you say it in Africa, they know the name. Oh, London, London, anywhere, anybody that is living in UK, they say, I live in London, I live in London. It can be any name that anybody even hear. It's still UK. It's still anywhere in Spain. So anywhere in Spain, it's still beautiful. The same thing. They build, construct everywhere the same. It's just that the story building in this place might be different. But in any village, they must still have story building. So go for where you can afford. Oh yeah, you're at work. Thank you for joining. See, so she's at work now. That is it, my brothers and sisters. Don't look at this place. No, my friend have in the city center. I must be in the city center. Because of that, you will be wasting your time. You cannot afford city center, then you will just stay there. No, that's mistake. Don't stay there. Go to the nearby village. Get it. Go to the nearby. You have driving license, you can drive, you can take bus, you can take taxi, you can take train. So it's the same Europe, the same Thai road. Thai no be Africa where we be say you pass Potopoto, from Potopoto you come down from Keke Napep, you will use leg to walk. No, you can drive to your doorstep. Okay, yes, you can drive to your doorstep. So don't look at the area. Just look at what you want. You like the house, it's beautiful, it's a good area, good vicinity, that is neighbor, just get it. Okay, don't say you must be a city that popular name for popular name. No, even if a popular name, there are villages in that popular name. There are villages. If you say Valencia now, there are villages. Check it. If you say Murcia, there are villages. You cannot afford city central of Valencia or central or center of Murcia. There are villages. Okay, you go for that. Afford what you can be able to pay. Okay, so it's very good. So it's never too late. Anytime we realize our mistake, we can still correct it. That's why I come with this lovely advice today. So I come with this different advice like this, different topic like this. So I still learn a new language. I cook in my channel, so that's all I have to do. I preach the word of God. So these are the things we need to do with our time. So help me share out and like and follow my page. So I come online anytime, any day. Thank you all for staying with me today, for joining, for your comment. May God richly bless you all. So, brother, don't forget, as you have it in mind to do this, God will help you. God will provide for you. God will make a way for you to achieve it. Good night, sister. God bless you. God will make it for you. He will help you to accomplish this plan. So don't be afraid, don't be scared, don't be thinking maybe it's not possible. It's just ask questions. We see that maybe just simple thing. You have their document, okay? God will do it for you. You have their documents, so go straight, ask the information, save as I said. God bless you, brother. Thank you for joining. Okay, nothing like asking questions. It's easy. That's what I do. Sometimes you can ask information in Google. So like this now, go and ask all this information. Just check their number. Even if you don't travel down to there, get the number, call them. You can just ask question. You don't wait, say maybe if I travel to Spain, I will do it. Okay, no. Good night, brother. God bless you. So you can call them on telephone. Thank everyone for watching today. God bless you all. I really appreciate it. God bless you all and stay blessed. Good night to you all. Bye bye.